All right. I haven't done this in a while, and I don't mean just I've been posting up some new Resident Evil gameplay, which makes me extremely happy. But I haven't done a criminal vlog in a very long time, and I felt like I needed to do this because I feel like it's important if I can reach anybody out there in the world and maybe make them feel better in the sense that they think exactly the same way I think and they feel the same way I feel. The number one thing I wanted to talk about was specifically realizing that nothing matters. And I know you're thinking to yourself, that sounds very terrible, you thinking that way, that nothing matters. See, the thing is, nothing matters, and I'm going to explain what I mean by nothing matters. Nothing matters to me in the sense of, if at first it was extremely depressing to realize that you're gonna die no matter what, like that's just gonna happen, and then everything you do doesn't fucking matter. A lot of these things we do don't matter, blah blah blah. But in reality, nothing matters in the sense of, like, it's not as important as you think. Certain stupid things in life, like being angry all the time, or like stupid gossip, stupid shit on social media, dumb shit like that doesn't matter at all. Because the number one thing that's guaranteed in life is that we all are going to die. But while you're here, if there is something that does matter, is trying to be as healthy mentally as you possibly can be, and physically. But then again, physical goes with the mental, so it connects together, which is why I exercise. And if I didn't exercise, and when I don't exercise, I feel completely terrible because my brain just melts. It just gets destroyed. But there's other things you can do if you don't exercise. Even if you did something as simple as walking, meditation, just certain things to make yourself feel better, be more productive. Whatever you think is more productive. Don't ever think about what others think about you. The worst thing you could ever do is care about what others are thinking about you. Once you start doing that, you fucked up 100%, because everyone out there is either trying to hold you down, or they fucking hate that you think differently than they do, and they want to bring you down to their level. They want you to be exactly where they are, which is extremely miserable. Because if you notice, the people that talk the most shit about how they're doing the best, I'm better than you, I make more money than you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm like, well, if you're doing so amazing, why aren't you trying to either help me or help others or be more positive? Why is it that you're trying to make me feel bad about it? That's the weirdest thing in the planet. Notice that. If you ever see someone that claims to be extremely happy, they're doing so amazing, but they are the most negative people in the entire fucking planet, and all they ever do is talk about how they're doing better than you, or doing better than someone else, or they're 100 times smarter than you are, or blah 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 blah. It's all a waste of time. It's fucking stupid. That's why I stay away from people as much as possible. What depresses me the most in this planet is that I realized, and especially in this pandemic time. Yes, you heard me right, the pandemic. In this time, I realized the most. And I know all of you out there that feel the same way as me, that have depression, and we realized it's not something that you can cure. It's just something that you can maintain and try to work around it. Is people equal shit? Yes, that corny ass Slipknot song is the perfect title for that. Or A friend of mine used to be in a band called Johnny Cage is a Fake, which is one of the best titles if you like Mortal Kombat. The first thing that the first thing that's said in that song is "I hate people." Those are the first lyrics, and I always laughed at that because how true I feel about that. In all reality, the only reason this world is feels terrible, are you know, growing up being brainwashed by all this crap, is because people have made it that way. The biggest enemy is a human being. It's not a fucking devil. It's not this, it's not that. It's just people are garbage in general. I'm not saying everyone, just 95% of people are garbage. That's why I prefer to be alone. That's why I prefer to think to myself and work on myself, because that's the most important thing you should be doing, is working on yourself. And in this time, in this pandemic that's going on right now, which is basically to kill everyone and to make everyone feel like at their lowest that they can possibly feel in this time. Obviously, this is to me one of the worst times ever. It's the best when it comes to realizing a lot of things and thinking to yourself and working on yourself internally. You know, just all the thinking I've been doing, it's good for that. But it's the worst thing to just realize, and the stuff that I discovered in all this time, the information, because I always cared about researching. You know, always cared about researching because I'm not a dumbass and I just don't believe what everyone else has to say. I don't understand how you motherfuckers put all your trust in the same people that you talk shit about, which is the government. I think that's the weirdest thing in the planet. Almost everyone I've talked to, they talk so much crap about the government and how horrible they are, and the medical, you know, all of these people in this system obviously are against you. And you know this. But for some fucking reason, you motherfuckers believe in these people. And you could call them the devil and all this dumb shit that everybody wants to throw around because they need something to believe in. Even though, as a human being, I've realized everyone is dumb and we don't really know anything outside of what we do. Like how this camera was built, you can talk about that. But when you start talking about things like spirits and the devil and God, you don't know anything. You just read something and then you chose to believe it because you don't choose to believe in yourself. That's the reality of it. And if you want to choose to believe in what you believe in, go right ahead. I'm just smart enough to know that there is no 100% thing. I know you want to believe there is, and once you start believing there's something 100% that you can't even prove yourself, I don't know. Good luck with that. But the thing I realized is, whether when it comes to Hollywood, all these things, everyone is fake. I never even liked celebrities. They always rubbed me the wrong way because they're disingenuous. I just always looked at them and how fake they are, and narcissistic, and it's disgusting. I never liked that whole lifestyle. That's why I stay away from people, because all people want to do is always talk about material things, money. I'm better than you. Talk about girls all day. It's just like, do you have does your brain go anywhere else besides gossip, but sex, drugs, even? But I get it, because some people can't think outside the box. I thought people think it's a curse to be like me, where you actually think and you research and you have your own mind and you think outside the box and you're not an NPC. If you want to know what that is a non-playable character. Look, whatever, if you don't know what that means. I am not a non-playable character, and I know this because no matter how much brainwashing I've gone through, and I should be the biggest piece of garbage. I shouldn't have any. I should only care about myself, and I should only be that type of person that only cares about money and just listens to garbage music with no meaning, all these things. But I fight against that 100%. No matter what you do, and I'm talking about the government, no matter how much fucking crap you put into the food to make me dumber, no matter how much airwaves or whatever, everything, because everything is basically created to destroy you mentally. And you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All these things are made. And I always shunned it away. You know what I mean? I'm still going to be brainwashed with the stuff that I find attractive, even though I'm different when it comes to that. Stuff like a person that I find attractive would be someone with you have to have a personality. You know, there's a big difference. There's just guys and girls that would just get with someone because of purely how they look or if they have money, whatever. I'm very different, and when it comes to things like that, I guess I actually give a fuck about stuff. I have integrity. I guess I think that's what it's called. I think it's called integrity, something that almost nobody has nowadays. As you can see, what's popular nowadays is just literally shaking your ass, showing your tits, and rapping really bad and unoriginal. I mean, the music in general, everything makes me sick. And I've never seen it this bad before. It's just the worst, and it keeps getting even. It just doesn't. It just, can it get any worse? It just continues to get, like, the music, everything, the agendas that are being pushed, trying to sexualize children, all these things, and I see it all, and no one gives a fuck, because all they give a fuck about is the one thing. Whatever the news is pushing, that's the thing they focus on the most, because, like I said, they are NPCs. They can't think for yourself, and you can't think for yourself, and you gotta admit that to yourself, because I know you're not dumb. You probably, in your head, you're like, something seems wrong. Lady Gaga! You know, that's what happens. That's how programmed you are and brainwashed. Whether you want to admit it to yourself, you go from, this seems kind of weird ass shaking. I want to see that butt. Yeah, shake it, baby. Yeah, I know that's what happens to your brain. And it's really hard to, deprogram yourself from all that crap. So the point is realizing nothing matters. Yes, I realize that everyone's going to die, and the scariest thing is it's not even, of course everybody's afraid of death. I know the people that act like they're not afraid of death, give me a break. Everyone's afraid of dying, and especially dying in a horrible way, like by cancer, which shout out to the government once again, because in reality all these cancers are not created on its own. All you got to do is look at all the products we use and the food we eat. Doesn't just pop up out of nowhere like, hey, what's up? It's made for a reason. But what I was realizing is that besides me dying, it's not, I don't think about me dying. What I think about is the people around me that I love the most dying. That's the part that scares me the most. I can't handle the thought of that. Is the worst thing in the planet. People have died around me. I hate the thought, and I hate the thought of a lot of the people that I love I'm not even in contact with. And it's not because I don't love you anymore. Sorry, that made me feel sad saying that. But anyways, it's not that I don't care about you or anything. It's just everybody has their own lives and paths, and and who knows, maybe someday we'll all talk to each other again at some point. The people who I believe have I've had good times with and stuff like that. And I hope all of you are doing good. I hope you guys didn't get as well. Hope you're smart enough to not get poison inside of your body if you're gonna do something that stupid, please do some fucking research. Like, really? Come on, man. Just like, if you're gonna put something in your body, can you at least fucking research the crap that's in it? Like, I mean, just do something. Like, come on, man. That scares the crap out of me, and I already have people in my life that already have taken it, and it's the scariest thing in the planet to know what is in it and what's going into your body. That scares the crap out of me. Ugh. Okay, but anyways, to get to the main point here, I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to make the video too long. I hope. Oh no, nothing matters. But as long as you're alive, at least try to make whatever this weird fucking matrix, whatever you want to call it. It's a program. I had realized it a long time ago. Everything is weird. It feels like the Truman Show. Obviously, it's not the Truman Show because it was based on one person. I feel like it's a Truman Show for the world, except for the ones that are in power that know exactly like the whole world is in the Truman Show, except for the people in power, because they're the ones that are programming all of this dumb show that's going on right now. Everything's a show. But what matters is, like I said, you gotta take care of yourself while you're here. You do not want to die in the worst way, whether it's cancer, weird illnesses, and just weird stuff. Take care of yourself if you can. You could eat your little McChicken and your Burger King every now and then, but at least have one day where you eat something okay, or have a day where you do one push-up, then the next day do 2 push-ups. Please take care of yourself. Please do not do this. I can't say it because, isn't it funny? I don't have freedom of speech. This is YouTube. You got to remember, I have to, do little things, so you know what I'm talking about, because I will get my videos removed, just like I got my video removed talking about, I talked about children and I got my video removed. So this is the world we live in, where I could talk about something really important, but if you type in certain things into YouTube, you will find naked women all over it. Isn't that strange? You can find porn on YouTube and it doesn't get taken down. Very interesting. So what matters to me is, even though I know nothing actually matters because I'm going to die, in a sense, but what I realized that does kind of matter, even though it sounds funny, I'm saying nothing matters because you die. But the only thing that does matter is that you take care of yourself while you're here. Please don't ever commit suicide. Don't ever do that. It doesn't make sense, and I feel like you're going to be trapped. Don't ever do that. I would never do it, even though many times I always, like everybody else in the world, has thought about how much easier it would be to just die. But how do you know if it's easier? You don't know anything. So I suggest while you're here, by the way, time is very short. It just passes extremely fast. So you might as well wait, and you might as well try to be a little bit healthy while you're here, because it's gonna pass like that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. This video is for everyone out there. And the one thing that will never stop is me thinking about mental illness and people who struggle around the world, especially now in this pandemic. It's been the most depressing thing in the fucking planet. Obviously, suicide rate has risen. Depression, anxiety, panic attacks, people losing their livelihoods, all these terrible things, people being forced against their will to do something because the government is forcing it upon people who go to work. They have to do a certain thing. And all these bad things that are going on. This is not this is just weird. I never thought this is like a movie. Honestly, I've seen this type of shit in the movies. You motherfuckers think everything is okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you don't see that. It almost seems like the end of the world, at least in my eyes, because this is the most disgusting shit I've ever seen the government pull off. It is insane. And to the NPCs, it's a conspiracy. Okay, just call me a conspiracy. Where's my tinfoil hat? Where is it? Here it is. Look, it makes a noise. Cool. Anyways, for everyone I loved and for the people that I haven't met, I love you as well, because no matter what, my heart, the one thing it does is compassion is something I've always had. It never stopped. I really do care about people's how they feel and their mental illness. This is out there, and I know how it feels to be depressed and have this horrible feeling just in the inside that you just pretend like it's not there. You're like, get the fuck away from me. And if a person like me, who is clinically depressed and suffers from mental illness, is still going and pushing himself, you can push yourself as well. You are an amazing person. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, and you need to fix that, because I can't call a person that's trying to make others put them down and not trying to lift them up. This is not for you. Maybe it'll be for you if you change, being a bully or whatever the fuck you want to be. This is for all the people that suffer mentally. And I hope you're doing good, and if you're not doing good, well, I believe you can fix all of that. And like I said, you're an amazing person. You just have to take the time to figure that out and really put time and thought into yourself. And stop. You can worry about others, but seriously, just concentrate on yourself. Thank you for listening. I don't even know what criminal number vlog this is, but I'm going to try my best to start making more criminal vlogs. And I'm going to also get a new camera. I know it looks like this is the 90s or something. It looks like an old school. It looks like I'm in Scarface right now because this camera sucks. I'm going to get a new camera so it could be a little bit more clear. But the message was clear. I know I went all over the place, but you understand. Sometimes you just got to talk about how you feel. I will be coming out with more criminal vlogs soon, and they will be specific topics, and I will try to keep this one specifically. I just had to get a lot off my chest, and I probably didn't get a lot off my chest. Not everything, but I feel better talking because this is my therapy. I don't really talk to anybody, so I feel like I'm talking to someone right now. I'm talking to myself and whoever is out there, and it makes me feel a lot better. So thank you for listening. I hope this helped you in some way. I will gonna keep trying my best to put out videos to help people, because that's all that matters, and that is my purpose. Not that something magically gave me a purpose in life, but I've realized the only purpose I have is to try to make people laugh, smile, and make them try my best to help them. That's all that should matter. Actually, that's the number one thing that should be for everyone. To be completely honest. And even if you die, your videos or anything you put out there to inspire someone doesn't have to be videos. Even a nice gesture you make, even if you die, that person will always have that memory of you doing something nice to them, and it will make them feel better. Even if it's 4 or 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. That's the most important thing in the world. We're all human beings. Who cares about ethnicity? All that matters is helping each other out. That's literally it. And you let all these evil fuckers convince you that we're all enemies to each other or something. That's what this whole world is about, and what it's controlled by is to put us against each other, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Thank you for watching.